always thought it'd be fun to work at a hotel, and I do stand by that. But I think it would be sort of a bummer to,
Yeah, be a
find dead bodies all the time.
be a maid, walk into a room to clean it, expecting maybe, well, maybe this person left me a tip.
Yeah.
Well, well, that's a dead body.
Another one.
Yeah.
Is it the famed vanished millionaire?
No. With Joseph Crater missing,
Ugh.
a grand jury unable to come up with any conclusions, it's time for us to judge some theories. Our first theory is that Crater ran away from his life to start a new one. Crater was well connected in the world of New York Democratic politics during a time when such ties could have been a
Hope y'all having a good night.
in particular, investigations into
What are y'all up to?
corruption in the
What
city
y'all
were
doing?
heating up, especially
Y'all
so
having a good
in
time?
Tammany Hall, the notorious political organization that first became synonymous with corruption in
What
the
y'all up to?
19th
What y'all doing?
century due to its use of boss rule.
Mm.
Some think
Me
Crater may
personally,
have fled
just trying to
to
stay out of
avoid
trouble.
testifying against those who
I
accused him of
don't think I've been
corruption.
staying out of trouble though.
Some also suggest
I think I've
that
been getting
he
in
may have been
trouble.
buying and selling judgeships, perhaps
YouTube
even his
trouble.
own, on the New York
I don't know what
Supreme
I
Court.
did.
This claim
What did
was
I
even
do?
made
I don't
publicly by a
know.
Republican candidate for
And I'm
governor.
not worried
If
about it.
such accusations were true, and the
I hope
judge
y'all are
feared
doing fine.
investigations surrounding
There's people
Tammany
out there
Hall
that don't
exposing
care.
him, then perhaps Crater decided to run instead of
Oh,
defend
hello,
himself.
chop.
Crater may have also fled his old life to
Don't mind
start
my
a new
friend.
one with a mistress. The investigation into his disappearance turned up a
Hello.
reputation of beautiful girls he
How are you?
regularly socialized with, and he was known to
I
have
was
a
just talking
fondness
about
for showgirls. Crater's appetite for dancing and reputation as
anything
an
really.
enthusiastic womanizer led to the nickname
Over here watching
Crater Jr.
BuzzFeed. Ooh. I like watching scary stories or documentaries. Pretty interesting. I like scary stuff more than anything.
Furthering this
Something
theory,
about
in the
being
years
in a
after his
dark room
disappearance,
and
Crater
hearing
would
an
boast
eerie
of
voice
alleged
talk to you
sightings
about bad,
as
scary
well.
stuff.
In
That freaks me out.
1936, a gold
Ghost
prospector
stories really get
named
me.
Lucky
You know what
Blackstone
gets me about ghost
went
stories? The
to
red
New
eyes.
Guinea to
Like,
report having
they're
passed
called plate
by
eyes.
near the
Like,
gold rush
people are like, oh
town
my
of
god, I look in the woods and all of a
Yall.
sudden I just only see red eyes.
Lucky,
Like,
the man,
whoa.
admitted to being a missing Supreme Court judge.
I always
He
used to
said,
freak out when I would see
"1 year, I will be legally dead.
those
I hope
those flyer bugs.
that's
They're
all."
it would
And now,
turn green or whatever. They would light the lightning bugs. They would turn up green, and I never
saved by
knew
the
that those were
NYPD's
like
Missing
they
Persons
weren't
Bureau
spirits. You know, I
finally
was a
arriving
kid. I was like,
on
oh
the
my
scene
god,
just
dad,
16
mom, I
hours
saw a
later.
ghost. I saw an evil spirit with green eyes. They're like, nah,
Detectives
nah,
began searching
it's not
in
green
the
eyes, son.
investigation. Police spoke with
Those are
hundreds of
insects.
people who
And
recognized
apparently,
Crater's photo.
when they
One
shine their
survivor
light,
remembered
they're mating.
identifying
They're
Crater
from,
as one
hello,
of
how you doing,
three,
lion?
while another described the man in the picture
But
as
anyways,
seeming
yeah,
to be
plate eyes
his
freak me out.
but
Red
some
eyes, seeing red
witnesses,
eyes. Oh my
needless
god,
to
that's
say,
scary.
Crater
Like, you hear about the
was
people who
not
live in
alone.
the
Stories remind us that
Appalachian
Crater's
mountains or the
illness
people who live in the
hasn't
woods.
ended. If we
You
go
gotta be
to Southern
careful.
California to
Uh,
talk
uh,
to a
very
father,
careful. I don't know how I know, but I know. You gotta be careful. You see those where you hear something call your name in the woods, or you feel it. You feel like that pressure, like something's
there's
wrong.
evidence supporting the
Don't
idea that
ever
Crater's intentions
second
with
guess
Lucky
yourself.
Blackstone's
You ever
body
feel something's
was the
wrong, like
work of an
something's not
alienable
right here?
drawn from the bank
Sounds
that was
like there's a
unreleased
bam
evidence.
thing that's about to
Most
get me.
neighborhood
You better
watch
run.
reported that Stella found the
Hello,
body withdrawn.
Marcel and Grace
Police
Hassan.
repeated
Hope you're doing
tactics
well. Hope
during the
everybody's doing
interview.
well.
He did say
If
he
you're
had
joining, I'm just over
no
here talking
desire
about
for victims.
what I like to watch, scary stories, scary documentaries.
maybe it was like,
Sorry.
you
I
know,
enjoy I enjoy documentaries too that talk about like unsolved cases, murder cases.
He's
Ugh.
with a pickaxe or what?
But yeah, most scary stuff is pretty good to me. I used to. What up, buddy? How's your day? Pretty good. Pretty good. How about you? Just just a YouTube ghost. How you been?
with his wife who clearly does give a shit
I'm pretty
about
good over
him.
here talking about ghost stories or what I like. Some ghost stories that I like that freaked me out were the Mary Celeste, that boat they found adrift on the ocean. Like that is a scary story. All the crew went missing. Nobody knows where they went, but they're gone. Like that. That's scary. schools, haunted schools. That's always scary. The school that I went to school to was pretty old, pretty old, and I always felt like there was something there, but it wasn't so bad. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you. Thanks for joining the live. Thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate you, all of you. Heart of you, heart of you. I love all of you. Thank you. Thanks. I hope I continue producing a lot of the content that you enjoy. I know I like to go everywhere with everything that I do, but I typically like to write, tell stories. Like I said, the one of the reasons that I like to tell stories is because of ghost stories. You know, things that I've experienced as a kid and growing up with a family that's spiritually connected but not really connected. You know, you get people that, and I get it, people where they're afraid to acknowledge the spiritual realm. Like, I didn't see a ghost, I didn't see a dark shadow, I didn't hear a demon say, "Take the loan." Heck yeah, thank you. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much. I like to talk to anybody who's having a good day or a bad day. I hope people who join my live or check my content out, I hope they resonate with it or enjoy it. You know, they can look at it. I'll definitely check you out too. I appreciate you. But yeah, you know, thanks for everybody who came in and who's stopping by and who's leaving. Thank you all. Um, I would say that, you know what's another. I went to New Orleans, Naula, and we went to do the ghost tours. Those were pretty cool. They were pretty interesting. Um, Pretty scary. Well, not really. Cemeteries aren't really a big issue. Cemeteries are like one of those places that I only visit when people pass away, not really as an attraction. And if I do go return to the cemetery, it's to visit a loved one or, you know. Oh yeah, the ghost tour was pretty cool. Was pretty cool. The tour guide, he was really knowledgeable. It's funny, he was from Chicago too. For he was a big Northsider, big Cubs fan. So I was like, I'm all right with that. I can live with that. I'm a White Sox fan, but you know, hey man, you're from Chicago. Woo woo. But yeah, it was pretty good. He took us to like the Willow Pond where some young lady, I guess she suicided herself over her love dying in the war or something like that. They talked about how they created New Orleans. A lot of immigrants died pushing the ponds back so they can create land for the from the marshes. That's insane. All the stuff like that. It's crazy. But yeah, going back to the cemeteries, though, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. The cemetery was pretty cool. Pretty scary. I took like a lot of pictures, and I caught quite a lot of orbs, but I also caught a few apparitions. Some that you can see, you know. Oh, you're watching when you hear something moving. Oh yeah, yeah. Depending on what I'm watching too, the environment will mess with me. Like I used to watch a haunting. Oh my god, the way they would redo their stories and everything. I'd be watching it, eating lunch at work, headphones on, just into the story. Next thing you know, they're doing something scary, and I'm just like looking around, like everybody. The lights are on. That's how you know something is good, and it's scary. The lights are on, and you're scared while you're watching it. That's phenomenal. But yeah, that's kind of eerie. It's similar to like being watched. Like I worked a third shift job, parking cars and bringing up cars to people and to the residents. And there was this one lady. She would tell me every single time she'd call, "This is Miss Phyllis. This is Miss Phyllis. I'm coming down to get my red LeSable." I'm like, "Okay, Miss Phyllis, I will bring it up." And I shit you not, one night she called me saying the same thing. "Miss Willis, Miss Willis, bring up my red, my red Sable." Yeah, I got you. I bring up her red car, and next thing I know, she doesn't come down. So I call, and she's not answering. So I call the front desk. I'm like, "Hey, Miss Sable, she called for a car and it's still waiting." They call her, and they say there's no response. So then she ended up I ended up finding later on in the shift that she ended up passing away.
Good's husband
And it scared me because I was like, they questioned me, why did you bring her car up? And I was like, because she called. Well, how come you didn't say anything? Like, I brought the car up. I even called her 20 minutes after it came up. I called her like 5 minutes after she didn't show up.
after dinner.
So yeah, it was pretty kind of scary. Not to not
Before two accomplices jumped into the car with him.
The Haunting in Connecticut. Oh yeah, that was a scary movie. That was a scary movie. I mean, even the documentaries on Haunting in Connecticut. That was the first time that I seen that stuff. That was scary. It took me a while to wrap my mind around like they say there's negative spirits and stuff like that, and then they say that there's evil spirits or demons, former angels that are fallen angels and stuff like that. I don't want to get too biblical. But yeah, that is crazy. What happened with that lady, right? That was crazy that she passed away like that. Yeah, but that's one of the things that freaked me out about being in a place where you're by yourself all night and you're in the third shift. That's what I like working third shift jobs, but then I don't because your mind, oh, it's so interactive, especially at nighttime when you're supposed to be sleeping and you're up working. Your mind is it's like it's traveling through the dream world while you're awake. It's like being in the Matrix, but not being in the Matrix. So crazy.
Before
Uh,
downing one of the drinks, Stella
I worked
reported
a few jobs that were kind of very interesting.
saying,
Oh, I heard about that too. I got my son wants to go see that. Hey, how's it going, Delilah? How you doing?
at the bar,
Thanks for joining my stream, y'all.
leaving
Yeah, the back
clues
rooms look crazy. I want to go check that out. Go with some of my people who want to check it out. I haven't seen the original documentary on it.
This one's for my missing husband.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. Third shift is insane. You'll meet some interesting people. I'll tell you that much. I've met some very interesting people. Good people, bad people, lazy people, mean people,
welcoming
lazy
Judge
people.
Prater was
And
poised
I
to
get
be
it.
an influential figure in New York
Hi,
for
Delilah.
years.
That's good. I'm glad you're doing good. I hope you're doing great. I hope everything's all right with
There's
you.
still almost nothing outside of pure speculation surrounding
Did you like it?
being
Did you like the back rooms,
the most missingest
Noah?
man in America. Meaning, whatever happened to Judge
I
Joseph
definitely am
Marsh
gonna check it.
that early
I'll
August
probably go maybe this weekend.
unsolved.
Probably take some family members with me. Being generous. That's good. Yeah, no, I definitely want to go see that. I definitely want to go see the back rooms. Thank y'all who are joining in. I'm good. I'm actually pretty good. I was just talking to everybody who was in the live beforehand that I like scary stories, and I like to do a lot of writing, and a lot of my videos are around over there, and I like to motivate myself around things I like to see, like scary stories and stuff. It is scary. Good, good. I want to see something good and scary. They haven't made anything good scary lately. I mean, they made a lot of gory stuff, but I want to see scary. Yeah, third shift gas stations. That's another level. Okay, I'm talking about warehouse third shift or overnight security third shift. You're talking about gas station third shift. Whew. Yo, my hat goes off to those people. Like Clark
For 25
Mary. What's
years,
that?
most
Oh,
recently
okay.
in
I don't know
2018,
what that is. I'm sorry, no. I wish I could be a little better. Can you tell me what Clark Mary is? I'd appreciate it. Um, but yeah, no. Just about YouTube goes, man. Yeah, third shift. One of the I be seeing a lot of people like that when I would travel out of state. Oh, from the back rooms. Okay, okay. You said nope. Yeah, no. Gas stations are a different story, man. Like I would say something similar would be like bartending towards like 3 or 4 in the morning. Like those aren't so bad jobs. They're kind of like Twilightish, but the gas station jobs, man, you got to be a different kind of breed of person. You got the same people coming in that you got to watch. You could call the cops on them or you can whatever, and it still goes against you. But yeah, even those jobs are crazy. I have friends who would tell me that they would work at gas stations, and one of my friends in particular, he worked at this one in the suburbs, and he said every night, every the 3 in the morning, this one person would come in. And let's see. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, bro. You better be careful. If you're going, I'm gonna tell you right now. When I stop at the gas station, if I see bulletproof, thick windows or thick glass, I know that I need to be very careful, or I'm just not gonna feel there. I'm gonna go first. I'll go out of my way to drive on fumes. No way, Jose. Nope, nope, nope. But yeah, oh yeah, 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 no, yeah. So one of my guys, he worked at this gas station, and at 3 o'clock every morning, this person would come over and get a pack of Marlboro Reds. Marlboro Reds. Every night the guy worked. Well, on this particular night, my friend happened to be closing up. Oh yeah, the bulletproof glass, dead giveaway, dead giveaway, big time. I've been around with people. You know what's another one too? When they're selling you when they're selling you cigarettes as singles. You want a cigarette? You want a cigarette? Like, I don't want the pack. I want a cigarette. Yeah, sure. Here's a cigarette. Like, whoa, what the? You guys, that's illegal. But yeah, um, the loose. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've been there. I did that in, what was I? I was in, damn, what was I? Think it was Memphis. I was in Memphis working as a journeyman doing assembly, and we all got we drank really heavy that night, and we went out to go get we went out to the gas station to get something to drink, and we went to get something to eat, and I happened to go to the gas station that was like not that far from our hotel, and when I went in, there were dudes out there. I went to buy a pack of cigarettes, but they were like, no, 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 you know, it's gonna be Newport 100s. They were charging a lot of money, so I said, never mind. So I was walking out. One of the brothers was like, hey man, I got you. You know, you want a square? You want a square? I'm like, yeah, let me get a cigarette. He's like, all right, I got you. Just give me $1, give me $2, and I'll give you three or whatever. I was like, damn, okay, take the money. Yeah, it was pretty crazy, man. Yeah, I learned that that's pretty crazy. In some places, you know, it's real hood or real ghetto. The motherfuckers be out there doing that shit, and it's kind of shitty too because it's not so bad, but it does get bad when people make it that way. You know, like, you know, there's some areas you shouldn't go to unless you people know you. You know, that's when you know you gotta be careful. But if you're driving out of nowhere, and you gotta know inherently you're driving into a bad area. It's just, you know, common sense. You gotta read the room, or at least, you know, look where you're going. Don't go somewhere you know you're not supposed to be. You're gonna end up like a ghost. Now I'm gonna be telling one of your stories. Be like, yeah, my friend over here went to go get a loose square and got shot at the goddamn gas station. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I was just saying that. I was just saying that. They just don't care. They come in and they do it anyways. It's because they know the particular sense of that law. No, that's crazy. And then you got to deal with that. That's wild. That's insane. You got to deal with that too. Like, hey man, come on, dude. I would have been like, bro, get out of here, man. Like, Jesus Christ, why? And then you got to be careful too, because that guy can get smart too. Oh, just because you think you're behind a bulletproof window or whatever, or you think you got a gun on you, you think I won't do nothing. Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. Gas station jobs, you have to be really tethered in. And I would say, depending on location, you might be all right. But even in the suburbs, man, people get weird. It's so weird how people get in gas stations. It's like Walmart, but not Walmart. It's just bizarre. During the day is not so bad. You get your moments, but it's not bad. It's at the nighttime. The nighttime, you really gotta be careful. That's all I was saying with my friend when he said that that one person who passed away came to his place to get some cigarettes at 3 in the morning. He was like, "Yeah, bro, the guy came in. We talked. He told me to have fun. He said, hey, listen here. If I don't see you again, just know that it was good talking to you, and I'll see you soon, Jack." And then he got his pack of cigarettes and he left. He ends up finding out the following week because the guy didn't come in a couple times on his shift. He ended up finding out. from a friend of a friend that the old man passed away that night. He went to go see him.
doubt, the Grant robbery
And it's just crazy.
wasn't the first time Vujicic was
Oh
suspected
yeah.
of robbing a
No,
jewelry store.
but you know what though? But you know what? It's not that you're not about that life, man. It's just that
Vujicic was wanted for robbing
you know you're trying to find work. You're trying to do what you gotta do. You gotta make money, and
Frankfurt, Geneva,
the
and
hustle and the grind doesn't stop. You gotta take what comes to you. Right now, jobs are unfortunately kind of a little bit here and there, but
Vujicic
if
was
you don't know
forced
how
to
to do a
use Autistic
forklift,
Train
if you
in
don't
Italy via car.
know how to work in a
Alexander traveled
warehouse,
to
and if you're
Paris to
not
question
kind of up
Vujicic.
here with common
He
sense,
refused to
it's
take
gonna be
notes.
hard for you to get a job. And
According to
even
Suspect,
working at
Vujicic
at
was
the gas
sentenced
station,
to
I mean,
death
you don't have to be a freaking
but
rocket
the missing
scientist, but
diamonds were
you gotta be a
important
little
to the
more. You gotta be a little
investigation.
street smart to know what's going on around you. That's one of those jobs you gotta really be very careful. I had that. I'm with you on that. There was one job that I worked doing protection agency or oh my god, ooh, no. I was standing in front greeting people as they walked into a store, and I was preventing them from stealing stuff. So basically my job was just to stand in the front and act intimidating to stop people from stealing. I'm not an intimidating person. The people look at me, I just laugh, and I don't disagree with them. I'm not trying to be intimidating,
It was
but I
4
knew I
a.m.
wasn't for that life
and a no
when
show encompassed the 3
five people
miles
came
around the
in.
route. According to
They waited for
authorities,
the store to
the
get super busy.
2019
There was only
police found
two
nearly $1 billion in
cashiers
goods
and
across
myself
35
and
countries.
maybe one person on the
It's a
floor.
small sampling,
They knew
in 2001,
that we got
a group of
overcrowded, so they've been to
panthers
this store
in the coastal
before.
town of
They
Buenos
came in
Aires
and they stole
came
at
to the
least
Ferones Ravine Canyon
$500
to
worth
deter
of
any
traveling
possibilities.
luggage.
Prior to the heist, they had then
$500.
painted a bench
And
in
I'll
the
never forget
city
the manager.
saying,
She just
"No
looked at
one
me and I just
is
looked at her
seated in
like,
a front row seat of the heist."
the policy says I cannot go after them. If I go after them and leave outside my post,
From the
I
Venetian
get
casino
fired
in
automatically.
Vegas.
So I didn't leave the building. But these people just look, and then one of them just stood back and looked at me, like daring me to do something. I'm like, I ain't gonna be John Wick for luggage. You could take it. $15 an hour is not worth getting shot over. No
In
gracias.
2003, another group of panthers made
Hell yeah, bro.
observations
God bless you,
using
man. Have a good one. Hope your doctor
infrared
appointment goes great,
in
man.
Paris.
Yeah, me too. Me
They
too.
built
Thank you. I
two
appreciate you,
survey
man. You have a
mounted
thank you so much. I
telescopes
appreciate you. Just that YouTube
called
goes.
Atlas, which
You're the
viewed
best. God bless
108
you. I hope you have a
volcanic
great doctor's
islands in
appointment, man. Get some
Osaka and
rest.
Tokyo.
I'll be on here
Similarly,
for
in
another 5
2005,
more minutes.
a group of panthers in
I'll be
Mexico
talking randomly to myself unless
robbed
people
a
jump in.
jewelry store and escaped via a
But
moving speedboat. Also in
yeah, scary
2005,
stories are
a
pretty
group
fun
in
to me.
Amsterdam dressed
I
as
like
airport
talking about
workers
scary
transferred
things.
75 million euros of jewelry to a
Have a great
failed
one,
plane.
buddy.
In 2007,
Yeah, heck
the
yeah.
Panthers
I
robbed
uh
a Harry Winston boutique
I
in
like scary
Paris for
stories. They're
goods.
fun.
The next year,
I
they
enjoy
robbed the
talking with
same store
people who
dressed as
have
women.
similar
Combined, the two
experiences when it comes
thefts
to the
resulted
paranormal.
in 76 million
Like,
pounds of lost jewelry.
when you lose a loved one and you're sad and you're questioning life and you're questioning yourself, saying, what did I do to deserve this? And then you end up finding out that it's not that bad. It's
Indeed,
okay.
it seems the Panthers had no qualms
And you're going
whatsoever
along your
about finding a
day,
store they'd already
you're not
robbed.
realizing
In
it, and you're
2009,
moving
they
on.
stole
You're
43
eating
pieces
food, you're having
worth
a good
40 million
time,
pounds from the
and
same
then next thing
exact
you know,
store.
you
The
have
second
that
hit in 2003. The
remembrance of
heist
somebody. You get a
ended
slight smell. You're like, hey, I remember my friend. Oh man, she used to wear that perfume. Or man, he was cool. But you're no longer sad. You're kind of just like, okay.
while jewelry has
I
been
feel
a
like
specialty of the
I feel like when you go
Panthers,
through
it
like
is
an
not the
awakening in
only
life, it's
attraction they
scary
target.
because when we're
In
kids, it comes
2008,
to us
a group
naturally
pulled off the
to be able
largest
to
art
see
heist
past the veil
in
because our
history,
eyes are like
stealing
cats
the
and
Mona
dogs.
a Van Gogh, a
It's
Degas,
not yet
and a Cezanne
been glossed
in
over.
total valued at over
But I do feel like
125 million from a gallery in Zurich. With so many big money heists
I feel
to
like people
choose from,
sometimes
some
get
think
invited
the
in,
collective's
not
most
realize it.
infamous robbery took place
Like I had a friend, she and I would go to garage sales and my cousin. All right, yeah, I gotta go later.
I think they work.